Hell is merely a reflection of the human spirit itself. What we carry within us is what we will find after death. Helena Petrovna Blavatsky.
Since the dawn of humanity, the concept of hell has haunted the human psyche. For many religious traditions, it is a place of eternal torment, where sinners are cast after death to pay for their wrongdoings. However, what do theosophy and esoteric teachings reveal about this idea? Is hell a physical place, a state of consciousness, or something entirely different from what we have been taught? The word hell derives from the Latin infernus, meaning the lower worlds. However, what few people know is that in ancient traditions, these lower worlds did not represent a place of punishment, but rather a hidden dimension of existence. In ancient Egypt, for example, there was the Duat, a realm of the afterlife where the soul underwent trials and learning before achieving enlightenment. In Hindu tradition, Naraka is not seen as a place of eternal punishment, but as a temporary plane of spiritual purification.
There is no eternal punishment, only the soul's need to learn through experience. Allan Kardec.
Over the centuries, dogmatic religions have transformed the concept of hell into a tool of fear and submission. Medieval Christianity, for instance, reinforced the idea that those who did not follow the Church's doctrines would be condemned to eternal suffering. To instill this fear, clergy members traveled through communities performing theatrical plays featuring characters representing the devil and tormented souls in hell. These dramatizations aimed to impress and terrify the population, solidifying the belief that hell was a real and inevitable fate for those who did not follow the Church's teachings. This conception, however, completely diverges from older perspectives and esoteric philosophies that treat hell as a transitional and symbolic state.
Hell is nothing more than a theological invention to control the masses, a scarecrow created to instill the fear of truth. Helena Petrovna Blavatsky.
From a theosophical perspective, hell is not a physical place, but a vibrational state of consciousness. It can be compared to the concept of Kamaloka, a lower astral plane where souls burdened by dense desires and materialism remain trapped for a certain period after death. This state is temporary, not eternal, as all souls are destined for evolution.
Kamaloka is the reflection of our own mind. One who has cultivated lower passions will be tormented by them, while one who has sought the truth will find the path to the higher plane. Helena Petrovna Blavatsky.
In Kamaloka, the soul undergoes a type of purification, facing the direct consequences of its densest desires and emotions. The duration of this period varies according to a person's spiritual condition. For those who live detached and with an elevated consciousness, the passage through this phase may be brief. For those more materialistic and attached to the pleasures of the physical world, this stage may last for decades, centuries, or even longer, as the soul gradually frees itself from these influences.
Time in Kamaloka is relative. For some, it is a fleeting nightmare. For others, an endless labyrinth, until the soul understands the need to rise. Helena Petrovna Blavatsky.
The exit from Kamaloka occurs naturally when the soul exhausts its material tendencies and accepts the transition to a higher state of consciousness. This process can be facilitated by several factors. Gradual detachment. Over time, the soul realizes that earthly pleasures can no longer be experienced and abandons these illusions. Assistance from spiritual beings. Spirit guides and mentors can help the soul detach and ascend to Devachan, the temporary paradise where the soul rests before the next incarnation. Self-awakening. Some souls, upon becoming aware of their state, can elevate themselves, especially if they possess spiritual knowledge in life. After liberation from Kamaloka, the soul proceeds to Devachan, a state of bliss where it experiences the positive consequences of its good actions. This temporary heaven is a period of rest and learning before a new reincarnation. The higher its vibration, the longer its stay in Devachan. While Kamaloka is a reflection of earthly passions and desires, Devachan is a state of spiritual fulfillment, where the soul reaps the rewards of its evolutionary efforts.
Hell is an illusion created by the human mind. The true suffering is remaining stagnant without learning. Jiddu Krishnamurti.
But what if hell were also a real place, accessible even in life? Many traditions speak of hidden realms located beneath the Earth's surface. In Buddhist tradition, there is a Gartha, a subterranean world where spiritually advanced beings reside. In Hinduism, the lower locus are described as realms inhabited by powerful entities and beings awaiting their evolution.
If the Earth's surface already holds unfathomable secrets, what can we say about what lies beneath it? Rudolf Steiner.
There are various theories about underground civilizations, some based on ancient records, such as legends of Shambhala and underground cities described in Tibetan texts. There are also contemporary reports of unexplored caves and inexplicable phenomena in remote regions. Could hell, as we have been taught, simply be a distorted version of something that truly exists beneath us? Theosophy and other esoteric traditions teach that no one is eternally condemned. Post-mortem suffering and difficult reincarnations are merely consequences of the choices made throughout the soul's evolutionary journey. Karma, as the universal law of cause and effect, ensures that every action generates a corresponding reaction. Thus, those who live in disharmony with spiritual laws may experience periods of hardship, whether in the astral plane or in future incarnations. Conclusion: what really is hell? Hell is not a final destination, but a transitional experience. It may be a mental state, a dense vibration of the soul, or even a hidden dimension accessible only to those attuned to its energy. Instead of fearing it, we should understand it and use this knowledge to elevate our own consciousness. If this content resonated with you, leave a comment and share your thoughts. Does hell exist, or is it merely a creation of our minds? The mystery continues. Subscribe to the channel for more revelations about the hidden secrets of the wisdom science.